I was talking to some young people somewhere about Kufunga shule. They are reopening schools, and I was talking to some young people, students, about Kufunga shule na mtu. They were very shocked. They said, Guka, so you know about this? Kufunga shule na mtu started, I don't know when it started, but in the early 70s it was there. In early 70s it was there. Such that when you disagree with somebody, you agree that on the closing day you will fight out. Why is it that it is on the closing day? Most of the people you disagreed with were your schoolmates or classmates. And if you disagreed with somebody, let's say even on a Friday, and you fought, by Monday there will still be signs of how you fought each other. Those signs will be there, and the teacher may ask. And you see, uh, at DCI or even with NIS, we don't have very good interrogators such as teachers. So if you fought during school days, the teacher would know, and the teacher would punish the person who has beat you up, or even both of you. So what used to be agreed is that you fight on the closing day, so that you all go to your different homes. And when the schools reopen after during nowadays, I can see people even closing schools for 2 weeks or even 3 weeks. And in December they close for 2 months. The month for the it's is it 2 months? Actually, it even reaches around 2 months. In the 60s and 70s, schools used to be closed for exactly 4 weeks, irrespective of whether it is April, August, or even December. It was strictly 4 weeks plus or minus a few days. And school used to be closed for the first time on a Thursday, the Easter Thursday. So that is how it used to happen. And people, as I said, people, if you had a grudge, you used to say, tutafunga na wewe. You'd wait until closing day, then you'll really have a fight of your life. Any injuries happening, uh, would by the time the 4 weeks are over, you'd have recovered. And even the, what do you call, the anger, the grudge would have ended within the 4 weeks. So that is why it was chosen that way. I don't know when it started. I found it there. But I was involved in one such Kufunga Shule in 1975 when I was in Standard 7. And that is the purpose of my recording here. I do recall we had a student people used to call him Mikael. Mikael. When I was in primary, we had two types of people. Like him, he had the name Mikael, but others used to be called Michael. Now, those Michael, for reasons that I don't understand it, their names were Maiko. Maiko, Michael. And Mikael, but nowadays I rarely see people with the name Maiko. I rarely see such people. Nowadays I see Michael, and it is pronounced Michael. I rarely hear people, unless they are Catholics, I rarely hear people being called Michael. So even the time when I was in Form 1, Form 2, it took me long to accept that Michael is Michael. Now, what happened, I think it was second term. I'm not talking of first term, Standard 7, for the simple reason that first term we used to close on Thursday, and nobody would wait for anything. We would just rush home, give out the reports, and rush to the safari rally thing. Third term, we did not close because third term, after you have done your CPE, not KCPE, but CPE for Standard 7, then you just go home. So it must have been second term. There is somebody who had wronged me, somebody, I can't recall the person who had wronged me. Somebody had wronged me for a very long time. And just like the way people talk, I would tell him, tutafunga shule na wewe. I used to tell him, tutafunga shule na wewe. But, and when the school closed, I wanted him to funga na mimi. But you see, most of the people, and actually 98% of the people in the world or Kenya, we have that human heart at the back of our head. So when we closed school, we met somewhere along, nowadays it's called Raila Highway or something, Raila Way. For those of you who who can reach that place, there is this place between uh, uh, we have the Defense Forces Memorial Hospital, which was there for I don't know since when. And then there is the new police, National Police Service Hospital, almost along the same way. Now, if you come from the district hospital, Bagadi District Hospital, there is a petrol station there. That petrol station used to be there as long as I can remember. Now, you cross that petrol station, just next to the police hospital. There used to be a footpath that way up to Madaraka Estate, a shortcut there. So I told this boy that tutafunga na wewe. And then on the closing day, Michael wanted to act as a referee. Wanted to act as a referee for the fight of both of us. When as we crossed the road, let's say 5 steps, there is a stream down there before you start going up again, like a small hill there. When we reached there, after passing the road, a few meters, we stopped there. And I challenged the boy. Mikhail was there, and he was acting like a referee, if you know WWE referee, or even boxing referee. Ring fights, you know how the referee stands between the two of you. And then I told the boy that I want to close. Why? I mean, I can't remember what he had done wrong for me, but I started telling him, "You remember you did this. You remember this. You did this. Now I want us to fight over it." The boy was scared and whatever. But you see, in life, and I said, human beings, and even Kenya for that matter, we have this at the back of our head. We have this reasonability. I guess you also are among the people who would not fight somebody who is timid. You see, you tell somebody you want to fight him and he's remorseful, is whatever. So at the back of your head, you just feel, I don't think there is a need to fight. But Mikhail behaved in a way, of like he was disappointed. It's like he was disappointed. If you want to know how disappointed he was, remember there's a time Kofi Olomide came to Kenya and slapped somebody at the airport and he was expelled. And some people had paid money for the tickets. So imagine you expecting to go to a concert by Kofi Olomide and then you hear he has been expelled from Kenya with immediate effect. So you just feel that is how it is disappointing. That you have paid a lot of money for an event that is not going to happen. So that is how Mikhail behaved. It's like he was expecting a fight and it did come. So he started urging me to beat that boy. But to me, I didn't see any need to beat that boy. So I was just, hakuna haja sijui nini. Then Mikhail started beating that boy. He really beat that boy. I don't know why I stayed there. If it is today, I would have just walked out. But I stood there. He beat that boy thoroughly. Beat that boy thoroughly. I would not be surprised if he beat that boy until the boy was swollen on his face. I think so. Let us just assume he did that. Then after beating that boy, kicking him, the boy used to stay Kibra side. So he kicked him and the boy went towards that place. I mean, disappeared. And then Michael turned to me. Now he told me, why didn't you beat me? It became as if it was an offense not beating that. And I tried to explain whatever. The fellow has been remorseful. A, B, C, D. He could not hear it. Then kicks and blows started coming my way. He gave me a lot of blows and kicks until my face was swollen. When my face was swollen, I went home. That is, we used to stay at Madaraka Estate. So the shortcut goes and you reach somewhere there where there is Siwaka Estate. That is when I went home. I have a step brother who is based in Houston, Texas. Uh, we had a cousin, a visiting cousin. They looked at me with a swollen face, asked me what led to your face being swollen. I told them that I fell and what I don't know. This is not a swelling of somebody who had fallen or anything. This is a swelling of somebody who has been given heavy blows. I said no. But they knew that I was cheating, and there was no way they could continue more than what they had reached. So they kept everything to themselves. One day we went to Nairobi Dam for a swim. Those are the days when Raila had not yet become the MP for the area. We used to go to Nairobi Dam to swim. Some people used to go to Nairobi Dam from Kibra to fish. And we even had an organization that was called NSL, Nairobi Sailing, NSC, NSC, Nairobi Sailing Club, where they used to windsurf. I know somebody will just say, oh, again, you have started attacking Raila. No, in 1975, when Raila was dating Ida, Nairobi Dam was so good that people would fish in the dam. People would swim in the dam like us. And also Wazungu would windsurf in the dam. So we went there for a swimming lesson. When we went there for a swimming lesson, we did all our swimming there. And some students came and saw my swollen face. And among the students who came, Mikhail was one of them. Remember, I was there. My stepbrother, who is based in Houston, was there. Who is currently based in Houston, he was there. And a cousin of mine was there, around the same age with my stepbrother. So some students whom we used to be with in primary looked at me and said, hey, kumbe ile story tulisikia ni ukweli. So they were saying, what is the ukweli? Yeah, we heard that Michael aligonga James kabisa vibaya. Michael aligonga James vibaya. So, and we can see you are still swollen. And Michael was there. So I turned aside and looked at Mika. Hey, I've never seen somebody scared that time. He was so scared. And the students, my then classmates or schoolmates from Bagadi Road Primary School, wanted me to mention the name of Michael. Wanted me to pinpoint Michael. My stepbrother and the cousin who were there, they wanted me to confirm that Michael is the one who did that. What they did not know is that Michael was among us. And what I can say even today, if I would have pinpointed Michael to them, what he had done to me would be what do you call kionjo. Otherwise, he would really be beaten, because even the two, my stepbrother and the other fellow, were saying, tukipata huyo Michael ataona. And you see, I want you to get this picture. Michael is there. The then schoolmates were there, and they knew Michael was there, and they were talking about Michael. When he's there, all my schoolmates wanted me to do was pinpoint Michael to my relatives and wait and see how he will be beaten. What in Kiswahili is called kipigo cha umbwa. And there was Michael. I think if the two would have looked around and looked at everybody's body language. They would have seen everybody's looking at one particular boy, and they would have seen that particular boy was very, very much scared. But they didn't do that. They only were saying that tukimpata, hey, aki aombe Mungu tusikutane. That is what they were saying. And he was there very scared. Me, I decided not to disclose him. The whole thing ended that way. We went home and they even challenged me that, so we were right when we suspected that you had been beaten and you have not told me. Well, you have not told us. I told them, even if I had told you that, Michael, would you go to Kibra? Or no, the one whom I was supposed to fight with is the one who was from Kibra. But Mikhail was, I think, from Kenyatta Estate. So I asked them, do you want to say that after telling you that Mikhail had attacked me, you'd even have wanted me to take you to Kenyatta Estate to go and pinpoint Mikhail and you beat him up? There's no need. We stayed until the third term, which was the final term, especially to the people of 844. We completed our school in standard 7. So we went there for the third term, which was the term that we did our CPE, not KCP, but CPE. That is when we went back. And for the whole term, boy, oh boy, I'd never seen a person who, I would even pinpoint my shoe. Okay, I did pinpoint, but if I could have pinpointed my shoe to him and say, can you brush my shoe? You did, or can you bow down to me? We spent the third and final term when he was very timid. Yeah, it is good to remember what you went through when in your younger days, isn't it?